Alright guys, so I'm gonna make a quick video here. It's something that I kinda wanna talk about. And a lot of people are saying to me, what's the problem with Raw? Why is people not watching it? Why is the ratings dropping? Is it the storyline? Is it the acting? And yes, they're all key factors, but the problem that I personally feel when watching Raw is that 3 hours is too damn long. Way too long. I don't know why it's so goddamn long, but 3 hours is just too much. I'll give an example, okay? For a European standpoint, I mean, it's already ridiculous. It starts at 1 in the morning, and it ends 1, 2, 3, 4. It ends at 4 in the morning, right? And just in general, I just think Raw's way too long. Because SmackDown is around about 2 hours. Raw is 3 hours. Then you're watching NXT, which is around about an hour and a half. Then you have to watch the pay-per-views. Then you have to watch the WWE Network specials. Then you have to watch, it's almost like watching wrestling is like a full-time job. And I just feel that last hour, it's just too much. When I was watching it, I was watching the first hour and it was alright, and then the second hour, then it started, and then the third hour I was just like, boom, and I just fell asleep. In the third hour, I just think Raw in general is just way too long. Not only that, but it's like, one of the main problems is the commercials as well, because it's like, the commercials come on, the commercials take probably 20 minutes to half an hour of the whole Raw, alright? And I just think that's just too much. I think that people will start to like Raw more that it's not that long. In fact, people aren't even reviewing it anymore. If you watch some of the Raw reviews, people are now saying that the Raw review is now dead because, first of all, you're watching Raw for 3 hours, then you gotta watch SmackDown, the pay-per-views, then you have to watch somebody talk about it for 20 minutes or half an hour. It's just too much. And I just feel that Raw, when they changed it, I think they changed it like 3 years ago, and when I started on YouTube, it was a lot more easier to watch Raw, it was a lot more enjoyable. But things started going downhill 3 years ago when it hit them 3 hours, and I think WWE needs to just change all that. Also it's like there's segments, and then obviously you have the wrestling matches, but the problem is that they're stretching these wrestling matches out that nobody gives a shit. So when they're watching it, if they're watching Miz versus Ziggler, and they're like, I couldn't give a shit about this, and then they turn off the channel. That's the main problem. So I just feel WWE needs to stop doing 3 hours. It needs to be 2 hours. Keep it at 2 hours, and shit like that. Because, I watch SmackDown, and SmackDown's even more easier to watch. At times, it's not great, don't get me wrong, but SmackDown's a lot more easier to watch because it's only 2 hours. If you watch Raw, it's just like you watch it, they do a promo, and then they have your advertisements, your chicken wings, and all your food products and shit, and they horse that shit in your fucking television screen. And once it reaches the third hour, it doesn't matter how good the show is or how bad the show is, you still think it sucks because the show is just way too long. Watching Raw is like a full-time job. That's what it is. And, I just feel, after WrestleMania, I will have to analyze a few things because I think, it's just the past few years, after, obviously this is high WrestleMania season, still nobody gives a shit about it. Shane McMahon versus Taker, people are now starting to turn against it a little bit. There was one thing I didn't say in my Raw review, which I should have, and that was Shane's punches looked a little bit weak, during that whole fiasco and shit like that. I forgot to mention that, but all in all, I just think Raw's just way too long. I will check out the ratings and see how it is there. I think the ratings either come in today or tomorrow, so I'll have a video up on that. But you know, I just needed to say that because I just feel that Raw is just way too long. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel. Signing out.